It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll give it to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, who burst onto the scene as a 7th-round rookie last year. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Daniels. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Daniels looking to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Daniels going to give to Krosky-Merritt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Carter on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Daniels. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line.
A gain of
15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. To throw is Daniels. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
63.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Third down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come to like an auctioneer. We've got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And he rifles one incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Hurts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for Eagles. First down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Down the sideline he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, 37 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Commanders 14, Eagles nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Quan Martin. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there on a Washington 1st.
13 yards. 1st down, Commanders.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Flushed out right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2nd and 2. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Commanders 21, Eagles nothing.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now he's free at the 35. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 62 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Commanders 21, Eagles 7.
after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Down the left sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 28, Eagles 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
35. Eagles 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He's got it to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
That's good for an Eagles.
He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action, now it's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now Daniels. And his pass incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Setting up the screen, Krosky Merritt. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Throwing now is Daniels. Flushed out right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott on for the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread.
Makes the score. Commanders 38, Eagles 21.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To throw is Daniels. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Patrol.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Daniels looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st down, it's Krosky Merritt. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To the air goes Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Hurts. Flush to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Here's 2nd and 3. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be tackled at the 45, following a gain of just 2. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, here's Krosky-Merritt. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Third and 4. Working out of the gun, Daniels. That is incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half is pretty much... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's Krosky-Merritt to start the drive. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Dallas Goedert, 28 yards. And the Eagles take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Krosky Merritt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
4th down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was...
I went deaf on it. Ever since you left me, more money, more cars, more.
We have a deal. One of the top receivers has agreed to terms on a contract extension that will likely keep